You are a powerhouse of growth, of new experiences. You just don't know it yet. Let's change that, shall we? With innovation at our core, we've reimagined what's possible. Harnessing the body's natural energy flow with light. Backed by clinical research, X39 stimulates the skin with low levels of light to elevate a key peptide linked to renovating and rejuvenating the body. This life technology supports improved movement, recovery, and overall health and well-being. You are Generation Awesome. Shifting paradigms and creating new ones. We always knew you had it in you. Now it's time to prove it to yourself. Your adventures are only beginning. Discover the power and simplicity of doing more with X39. Be the light. LifeWave.
All right, good evening, everyone. So good to have you with us. My name is Ty. I am based down in Auckland, New Zealand. And I just want to say welcome. Tonight is a real special event. And I know someone might have invited you here. It might have been me, and maybe you're watching this recording later. But I just want to say welcome to what I believe is going to be an historic evening. Not just for our community that's already involved in this space, but for you. Tonight's actually about you and the breakthroughs that I believe you are potentially about to step into. So, tiny bit about me, just so that we're not complete strangers. You know, I used to be an electrician grinding away on the tools. And since then, I've been able to create a stack of freedom for my family to be able to do other things. And when I say freedom, my heart just burns for this vision that I have called the fit life, which is us living at the highest level of abundance. When I mean fit, I mean freedom, influence, transformation, freedom in your body, freedom in your mind, freedom in your spirit, freedom in your finances. And so to step into that freedom requires taking some action. And so, you know, my family and I have really been taking action in the last few years, and are really excited to share with you something new that we've really been looking at in the last little while, been testing, been trying, experiencing breakthrough. And I've just had a few days of catching up with some friends, some close family, asking them about their breakthroughs more recently. And it's been super fun just to hear the stories of breakthrough, the things that are shifting in people's health and wellness. And tonight is about that. So I believe that you're one decision away from stepping into breakthrough in your own life. And so that's what we're doing tonight. You know, myself, Richard Ooster, I'm going to invite you to share in a few minutes. And then again, we've got some real special guests joining us this evening as well from around the planet. But Rich and I have been running together really closely over the last almost 4 years, and just have, you know, really created a really cool bond of friendship. Really, I describe him as an absolute brother. We chat every single day. And while my family was traveling through South Africa a few months ago, we were on the phone a lot and just talking about, are we really doing everything we can to bring the highest level of growth and transformation to those around us that we feel God's calling us to lead? And I feel called to. I feel called to lead the masses into freedom. And so in chatting a whole lot, talking about that, you know, he's been doing some amazing things with coaching men in the health and wellness space and getting their mindset right, getting their bodies right. But a part of that conversation was going, you know, how can we elevate and really get ourselves to a higher state and get rid of whatever might be blocking us? And so part of that conversation evolved and progressed, and we got to the space of trying out some really exciting products, which you're going to be able to hear about tonight. And I believe there's something here for everyone. And so, Rich, I know you're on here, my friend. I'm going to find you and pin you and add you to the chat. It has been a while since we've been able to have some fun on Zoom like this, but man, I'm just so grateful to have you with us, because I know it is crazy late, or should I say early, in Panama right now. But bro, so much love and appreciation for you. I know our community around us here knows you super well, but some people might not. But man, just to give you the right introduction, I mean, guys, I describe him like a brother, but at the same time, this man has created a ton of success. And by success, I mean the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. This man has run after becoming the best version of himself, and to lead as many people into their best versions as well, and has really added just so much value to my life, my family's life. He's traveled around the world twice to come spend time with us here. And tonight you get to listen to him share a little bit and introduce our guest. But he is a first-class entrepreneur and a lover of people, and I consider it such a pleasure to do life with you, bro. So I'm going to hand it over to you for a minute, and let's keep it rocking and rolling.
Thank you so much, bro. I'm super excited to be here. It's 2 a.m. here in Panama. I know we got Mike coming on in a minute from Puerto Rico. We got Keston's on the call over in Florida. We got people all over the world on this call, and I'm super excited. I was thinking as I was getting ready for this, it's almost like a little family reunion, because we haven't been on one of these actual presentations in a while, because you know, we, like Ty said, we've been working together for years, and we've done so many events together in person. We've been to conventions. We've been on so many Zooms like this together, but this is really a new season. And I know a lot of you guys have followed my health journey in the last few years and known how obsessed I am with wellness and health and with helping people. And the conversation that that Ty was talking about was when he was in South Africa, with his family and traveling around the world and going to Dubai and just having an incredible, family experience traveling. Him and I ended up on the phone having a lot of conversations over the last 6 months. And Keston and I, who have been friends for, man, I want to say almost 3 years now, we ended up talking as well during that time. And when I was in Dubai on a retreat a few years ago, he showed me something, and I was a little bit skeptical when I first looked at it. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like, I wasn't ready to look at it. I wasn't really open at the time. And 6 months ago, he followed up with me, and Keston's become just a super good friend of mine. Have nothing but love for this dude. We talk a lot. And when he told me what was happening with this product and what was happening in people's lives because of this product and this company, I was like, okay, I got to take a look at it, and I really got to do the research, and I really got to look at, is this something that I should be a part of? Because nothing happens by coincidence. There's no coincidences in life. The people you meet along the way, I really believe life is a circle of people that you meet. That's why I love this industry, because life is a circle of people that you meet, and the opportunities that we get, everything in our life comes from other people. And I really believe God brought this into my life at a specific time. And if you're on this call right now, or you're watching this recording on YouTube, or someone shares this with you, just know that there's no coincidences. And if you are seeing this information right now, there's a reason for it. So anyway, I started using this product, this technology, I should say, about 6 months ago. And I mean, I was already feeling like I was at a very high level in my health. Like I was feeling like I was really optimizing things in my own life. But to say that this gave me an extra edge is a massive understatement. My energy levels have gone up. I would say several points. My sleep has improved. My overall quality of life has just gone up. And people have been making comments, and people have been saying like, dude, like, what are you taking, or what are you on, or what's the supplement you're on? Like, asking me these questions, because I mean, they can just see what's, the energy level that I have during the day, and also just overall how excited I am about this space. And so Keston and I have had, we've been talking a lot about what do we want to do with this business, because he's already at the highest level in this company. And he said the other day, he's like, dude, I got to introduce you to Mike. And so, guys, I'm going to get out of the way here and introduce you to our speaker, who's actually going to show you what this product is, what this company is, what the technology is all about, and actually share his story. And guys, I'm excited because Mike's actually, the highest rank you could be in the company, the highest level of leadership. He's actually just flown to Puerto Rico to do an event tonight, right? It's 2 a.m. here, so this previous evening, and he's here on this call sharing this information. And I think that's amazing, because there's people in life that you meet that just have an insane level of work ethic and energy. And I'm just getting to know Mike, but I can already tell this guy's work ethic is unbelievable, and he really wants to serve people, and he really wants to help people. And that's why I'm here, is because I really believe that this product and technology can help you guys and can really help more people than anything that I've ever seen. And Mike, I'm really excited to have you on, bro. And I'm excited to get to know you and build a relationship with you and put you in front of our people, because I've watched a lot of your videos, like I told you on the phone the other day, and I can really just tell you're a professional and you know what you're doing. And ultimately, though, you really truly love the people and you care about people. And I think that is, the ultimate gift that you can have in this space. So guys, I want you to put some love in the chat for Mr. Mike Hernandez, and he's going to come on and actually tell you guys what this is all about and break it down for you. So Mike, take it away, bro.
Thank you so very much, Richard. It's an honor to be here, in front of your group, working with you. Kest, I've known for many years. Keston, I actually met in my first company. He was my upline. And it's just, we kept a friendship, and never in a million years that I think, I would be back in this industry. Never in a million years that I think I'd be working with Keston. And it's just, one of the amazing things of this industry. But I don't want to talk too much about myself. I want to go ahead and get right to this information, guys, because I believe that this is a blessing for anyone that comes across this information. This is changing people's lives, not just physically, but yes, financially. And we are not, I'm sure none of us are new to network marketing, at least not strangers to it. I'm sure whether or not you've ever gotten involved, we know about network marketing. And my financial success comes from the industry, but I was sick and tired of the industry. I was out of the industry for 8 years. I swore never to do it again until I saw what this product is doing for folks 2 years and 4 months ago. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, get right into this, because guys, this is amazing. And I really do believe that anyone who finds out about this information now is extremely privileged. What you're going to do with this, I don't know, but it is a true blessing. So yes, we're going to be talking about here. Let me move this down, escape, so that you can see my entire screen. Here we go. So guys, we're going to be talking about this little insignificant looking Band-Aid looking technology. And it is something that everyone needs and no one knows about. It has everything to do with stem cells. And we're going to be talking a little bit about stem cells. And most people, for the most part, when it comes to stem cell therapy, they're familiar with injections. This is the future of stem cell therapy. And the thing that most people don't know about stem cells is this, that by the age of 30 years old, 50% of your stem cells have gone dormant. Once your stem cells have gone dormant, there's never been anything on God's green planet that can prove to reactivate systemically. It's something that's actually been considered and still considered impossible by the medical industry. Only the doctors that are becoming aware of this technology are now aware of the fact that for the first time on God's green planet, we are the witnesses of what can happen once that's a tongue twister, stem cells reactivate, all right? And guys, I'm telling you right now, we are seeing miracles. So again, my son just turned 31 years old. To think that right now, I see my son as a baby, I'm 52. To think that my son is only operating on 50% of his stem cells. He's an athlete. He's actually a music producer, but he's an athlete. He plays baseball. And I hear him like complaining. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? You're a baby. No, the reason why he's going through this, his body is now only operating on 50% of active stem cells. By the age of 60, your 90% of your stem cells have gone dormant. And again, nothing's that ever been proven to reactivate them systemically. And that's one of the things that's linked to all of the issues that come along with aging. And I know there's a lot of young people here, but again, 30 years old, you blink and you're 30. But don't just think about you. Think about the people around you that you know, that you love, that are aging, that are older than you, that are suffering from more issues than you are, right? So here's the thing, guys. Before we get into the technology and the company and everything else, I want you to know who's put this thing together. Who has created this technology? The man is a genius. I believe he is the Tesla, not the Elon Musk, the Tesla of health and wellness. His name is David Schmidt. He's not only our CEO and founder, but he is a scientist and an inventor. So for the first time I've ever seen in multi-level marketing, it's not someone that's going out there shopping for a product to start a company. No, this was someone who created a product, who thought, hey, how can I bring this to market? And because of the nature of what was happening, the product is getting out there through word of mouth. He opened his mind to the possibility of multi-level marketing. But he is a scientist and inventor, specializes in age reversal, not anti-aging, age reversal. So naturally, in 2008, he began to focus his attention on stem cell research. Because if there's anything that can reverse age, it's stem cells. So it only took 10 years and $4.5 million to bring this little technology to life. Okay, 10 years. And look what we have here. When I learned that we had a provisional patent issued by the US government, I was blown away, because if there's one thing I know about this, is this, that in order to get a provisional patent, you must prove that what you say your product does is true. Clinically prove it. And number two, that no one else had achieved it before you. And look what our patent reads. Embodiments as a result of elevating copper peptides, which is one of the benefits of the product that brings along a lot of benefits, but the main one, including activation of stem cells. Never on God's green planet had this happen. So that's why we're seeing so many benefits. And just to touch up on a couple, obviously, improvement in energy, elevation in antioxidants, but there's so much more. But here's the thing, guys. When I saw that we had a life-changing product, because that's what I saw first. Once I looked into the opportunity, when I learned that we had when I learned we had exclusivity, that there's no competition, and that we are pioneers, nobody knows about this, my mind, after 8 years out of the industry, was open to the possibilities of getting back involved. And I called Keston, and the rest has been history. But again, we have something that affects everyone. Everyone needs it. No one knows about it. Now, when I learned about this, I had a question. Where do the stem cells in this product come from? I was fascinated by the answers. Mike, there are no stem cells in this product. This is composed of organic nanocrystals. Basically, amino acids, salts and sugars derived from organic plants. But it doesn't matter what it's composed of, because in reality, it is non-invasive. All these crystals, salts and sugars are composed to do reflect light. So when you think about this, think about it as a mirror, because the only thing it does is reflect our own God-given light. We as human beings, we emit light. That's the reason why we can be seen with night vision. That infrared light that our body produces, a little bit of it is reflected back into the skin. And it's a proprietary form of phototherapy. Phototherapy is just a fancy way of saying light therapy. Nowadays, light therapy is nothing new, right? We know about red light therapy. We know about infrared light therapy, right? So this is the same thing. When we go out to the sun, we expose ourselves. What happens? We elevate the production of vitamin D in our bodies. How does that happen? The light sends a signal to our bodies. Same thing with this. When the body was reflected, it only took David Schmidt 10 years to create the right frequency by setting these little crystals together to stimulate our copper peptides, to reactivate our stem cells. And again, non-transdermal, no chemicals, no drugs, no stimulants. This is non-invasive. You can actually put it on your clothing. It works the same way. If you happen to put it in your pocket, you've activated your stem cells. Within 6 inches from your body is close enough to reflect the light. That's why I say this is the future of stem cells here today. So some of the benefits, guys, I can tell you, I've had every single one of these benefits and many more. Increased strength, reduction in inflammation, increased stamina, energy, vitality, mental clarity, restored muscle or skeletal conditions, improvement in sleep, and improvement in skin condition. Now, here's the thing. We can't claim that this product cures, heals, mitigates, because if we can speak openly about what this is doing for folks, guys, you'll understand why this company is growing as fast as it is, because it is simply changing lives. But I love that David Schmidt is a scientist, because he loves to base everything on tests, experiments, studies. And this is a recent study. When they used 12 people were given a topography map. It's another fancy word of saying brain scan. Every single person had the same results before and after using the X39. So it's not just them, this is all of us. Look at session number 1, a brain scan before using the X39. 3 weeks later, on the patch, look at session number 2. Do you see a difference? Obviously you do. This redness is an indication of inflammation caused by dormant stem cells. 3 weeks later, complete turnaround in the brain. Inflammation, we know, is not good anywhere in the body. Nevertheless, the brain. Okay, session number 3, an additional 3 weeks later, look at the difference between 2 and 3. More of those bright colors, that's an indication of a more healthy cognitive brain. I want you to know something. This study helped me understand why we're seeing the results that we're seeing with children with special needs. I have two best friends of mine that have children with special needs. I'm not going to say what it is, but you know, guys, these kids had, you know, you couldn't go out with these kids. They don't make eye contact. They're sort of just lost in their brains. The miracles that we've seen with my two best friends' children was one of the first things that proved to me that this was going to be huge. The differences that we're seeing with older people who don't tend to remember their kids' names and they're just forgetting absolutely everything about life, guys, they're seeing miracles. And not to mention the mental clarity. And again, we can't claim that this heals. All I'm telling you is this. Once your stem cells are reactivated, there's no limit to what you can see with your body, because stem cells have the power to regenerate, repair, and reverse. And when I talk about reverse, I'm talking about things in the body that we develop sometimes that, you know, only medication can tend to help. Things are being reversed. So we have over 80 clinical studies that go above and beyond what was required for our patents. You have access to all of them on thisisitinfo.com. You're going to have access to not only the 80 clinical studies, but the patents, testimonies, and so much more. Truly recommend everyone to go there and at least watch the very two first videos. So 80 clinical studies have proven that within the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. Within 6 weeks, like we showed you, the brain becomes balanced. And by the way, some of the symptoms of people walking around with an unbalanced brain, PTSD, anxiety, depression, know anybody like that? Millions of people walking around with an unbalanced brain. And that's why we have so many testimonies of people talking about, oh my God, I just feel good. I feel alive. I feel motivated. I don't feel this certain way and, you know, just discouraged about life. I'm just telling you, we're seeing miracles. Within 3 months, your collagen is increased. Collagen helps with a lot more than just skin. Skin is actually secondary benefit. What it does for you internally is what's big. But within 6 months, in a recent study, 14 out of 15 people who used this patch for 6 months reversed their cardiovascular age by 8 years. I want you to know that one of the benefits that I received right away, I don't want to say what it is. Again, I try and stay away from, but my heart would skip a beat. And there's a song back in my heart, skip a beat anyway. Boom, 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 and all of a sudden, boom, 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 right? Several times a day where I literally felt where I was just going to fall out, pass away, die. And my mom would deal with the same thing. Guys, thank God Almighty, once my stem cells were reactivated, and I've heard this plenty of times within people that we don't know that are just sharing, using the product. But again, your heart reverses in age. 8 years in just 6 months, David Schmidt has achieved what he was looking for. It's not anti-aging, it is age reversal. This study has proved it. But again, how do we wear this patch? So you can put this patch anywhere on your body. Like I said, on your clothing, in your pocket, it works systemically, okay? Now, for clinical studies, we needed consistency. So 2 groups were used. One group used it below the back of the neck, like I've got mine. Here, I'll take mine off. Okay? Below the back of the neck, when the little speed bump, when you lower your head. And another group used it 2 finger widths below their belly button. But again, if you have an area of concern, an area of pain, put it on right over that area. Not only will you receive rapid relief, but systemically, your stem cells will be reactivated. You only wear the patch for 12 hours of the day. 12 hours on, 12 hours off. So I just took mine off and I went a little bit beyond, but usually I put mine on at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I take it off at 12 midnight. I'm a night owl. I go to sleep late every night. So I'm in Puerto Rico right now. It's really 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I went off a little bit over, which is okay. But 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Usually when I take mine off, I don't throw it away like you're supposed to. I put it on my dogs because I've seen miracles with these patches and my dogs. So 12 hours on, 12 hours off. The envelope comes with 30 patches, enough for one person for 1 month, okay? And one thing that you need to remember, And keep in mind, it's to drink plenty of water. This is not booze. This is spring water, some of the best spring water you can buy. Very important to drink plenty of water. So guys, as sophisticated and complex that this technology is, we don't go around talking about the science, the technology. All we do is share stories, testimonies, what's happening with folks when we share it. We keep it simple. And because the product works and it works fast for the majority of the people, it doesn't take long before you have a story to share. Okay. So this is at info.com. Like I said, all the studies you want to know, a little bit about this company, guys. Can you believe that LifeWave has been around for 20 years? And for 20 years, it's always been a patch company with a opportunity component attached to it for 20 years, but no one ever heard about it until the patch that took 10 years, $4.5 million, was launched about 4 years ago. In other words, before this patch came to life, this company had about a dozen patches, but this company went from $20 million a year in 2021 to $320 million in 2022 to $430 million in 2023 and 2024. We're finishing the year with over $650 million. Now, I want to talk to the entrepreneurs. Show me a company that has grown from 200 million to over 600 million in a 4-year span, and you've got my undivided attention because I know there's something big and there's opportunity there. Okay, guys, this is not happening by chance. This is happening because when people see what this product is doing for them, you don't need to pay them to talk about it. You need to pay them to shut up. And that's why this thing is growing like it is. And if you've ever done network marketing and you have not succeeded, you, like me, are running away from it. For 8 years, I didn't do this, and I wouldn't give anyone 5 minutes to talk to me about this because I didn't believe that I still had it in me, because the last 2 companies that I tried, I fell flat on my face. So I gave up on the industry because I learned that if you don't have a life-changing product, if you don't have exclusivity, and if you're not a pioneer, good luck making money in network marketing. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's tough. Okay. And even after making $5 million in the industry, I fell flat the last couple because the first company that I had those 3 components. When I met Keston, we were working in a company. I went from being a guy that was picking up garbage as a side hustle. My mom was cleaning houses for people that were living in multi-million-dollar homes, okay, private communities. And when I would pick up my mom every night, I noticed that 2 times a week, they threw out the garbage. And I saw that people threw out stuff that still had value. And for almost 2-3 years before I met Keston and did my first network marketing, I was picking up garbage and selling it in swap shops. Okay, I am a high school dropout that does not have a high school diploma. I don't even have a GED, which is a secondary diploma, right? I left high school in 10th grade and I never went and looked back. My wife is a high school dropout. I met my wife when she was 12 and I was 15. I can tell you the story. I didn't know she was 12 and she didn't know. But anyway, it's another story for another day, right? We've been together since she was 15 and I was 18. Together, guys, we couldn't afford to pay attention until we learned about this company back in 2006. And I only got open to the opportunity because I gave that product at that time to my son and I saw miracles. I gave that product at that time to my dad and I saw miracles. And I didn't know what network marketing was. But when I learned that I could make money sharing a product that was changing people's lives and no one knew about it, I said, I'm going to be rich. We made $5 million in 7 years. I was part of Keston's downline. I went from being a guy that had no credibility, no influence, and no experience in network marketing to making $5 million and being one of the top guys in the company, one of the most influential. And after that company, my second company, my third company. And I said, how come I made so much money in my first one? And now that I'm successful, influential, experienced, I can't make money. Because in my first company, we had a life-changing product. Exclusivity, because at the time, no one knew what the main fruit was about. But because you can't patent a fruit, people caught on real quickly, and we weren't the only suppliers of acai at the time. And at the time, and we were pioneers. So without those three things, I said, you can't make money. And I found those three things here, guys. So in other words, if you failed in network marketing, the problem with network marketing is this: 99% of the companies are competing with the same category of products. And those same category of products you can find in any supermarket, pharmacy, or online store. Find something else that can do this, and I'll give you every dollar I've earned in the last 2 years and 4 months that I've been in this company. And by the way, it's multiple 7 figures, which I'll show you. Now, a little bit about this company. This product, if it's this big, Mike, companies have got to be going through the roof. I just showed you 20 million to 600 million in the industry in 2024, recognized as the #1 company with momentum. Okay, that's big. Here we are being recognized. That Stephen Gina Merritt, my upline, the #1 network marketing couple in the industry today. All right, here we are, a 20-year-old company for the first time launching their brand, their big office, because the momentum that they're having now, guys, they've never had. So it's like a brand new company with a 20-year-old foundation. I love that, because I don't want to be a part of another startup. I already tried that game, and I learned that 95%, 99% of the companies that start up never start up. So here we are, the #1 team in the #1 company, and we've only been involved 2 years and 4 months. I'm going to repeat that. Our team has only been in this company 2 years and 4 months, and we are responsible for generating about 70% of the company's revenue. Okay, guys, and none of us wanted to do this again. This is our first gathering. You know why this is happening? Not because we're good, because if we would have been good, we could have rocked the same thing in every company we went to. It's because the product is changing people's lives. I don't know if you have been looking or open or want an opportunity. And I know that if you're like me, the last thing you want is network marketing. But I'm telling you right now, never in a million years that I think that this would be the little answer to all of the prayers. So you might be praying for something, and God is going to deliver it in a form that you were not expecting. And I'm telling you right now, when you look at this screen right now, you don't need to pick and choose. Guys, you can have it all. All right. Keston is proof of it. I am proof of it. And how does this work, guys? Network marketing, like I said, many of you might have experience, some of you might not. We work with a binary system, which means we only build 2 teams. And you tell a couple people that tell a couple people that tell a couple that tell a couple, this company pays you for everyone infinity up to $25,000 per week. So even if you just told a few, that told a few, that told a few, that told a few, guys, you get paid for everyone infinity. When I saw that back in 2006, it blew my mind. But never did I think that I would get to 25,000 per week. Here, you can get up to 25,000 per week. And my first company, the same structure, only paid up to 10,000 per week. And we reached it. Here, we've reached this. And my goal was to make $10,000 per month within 1 year to 2. We've been in here 2 years, and I can tell you that my very first month, we surpassed the goal that I had for 1 year. Okay, so again, $25,000 per week. I know that $25,000 per month changes most people's lives. I'm sorry, $25,000 per year changes most people's lives. But here, you can do it weekly. And if you are a person who said, you know what, Mike, I've made more than that in the industry. Is that the most I can make? No. That's one of 5 ways that the company pays. This particular one, the second one, unlimited income potential. I personally know people who are making over $25,000 per day because of this part of the compensation plan. For every person that you bring in, you're going to get paid 25% of what they earned. So, example, I signed up Keston. Keston, in this part of the binary, already makes his $25,000 a week cap. Because I signed up Keston, not only do I max out the $25,000 a week, but now I make $6,250 because I get 25% from anyone that I personally sign up of every dollar that they make on the binary. Anyone that Keston signs up, I get 20%. And anyone that they sign up, guys, this is huge for those of you who get it. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. And I just want you to know that's just 2 of the 5 ways that the company pays. So just to wrap this up, guys, listen, this is what we saw when we all got started. And the one thing that pops up to me is that little gold stamp right there, 30-day money back guarantee. In other words, the company says, prove us wrong. And when you buy product, use it all up. Don't just try it on you. The reason why I got excited was because I used 10 people as my guinea pigs. People, and I say that with all the love and respect, people who had a bunch of different issues that I didn't have. And I went, here, try this. And guys, within the first few hours, within the first few days, what I saw opened up my mind to how big this was going to be. But never did I think it was going to be this big, because never did I think that this can really do what it's doing. So 3 bundles to consider. Number 1, $295 bundle that you receive $300 worth of product, or $535 bundle that provides you $600 worth of product or 6 envelopes, right? $1,750 bundle that provides you with $2,000 or 20 envelopes, okay? Now, the idea is this. We are buying product to use, to share, and to loan. And I'll go over that. But I first want you to know that the first bundle for $295 limits you to how much you can earn, because they consider you more of a user rather than a builder, okay? So it limits you to $100 per week instead of $25 per week. They figure someone who's serious about the business is going to invest at least of $535 and receive at least $600 worth of product. So you can go out there, use, share, and loan the product. Obviously, we know we're going to use the product. Share because, hey, try this out, see what it does for you. Oh my God, right? Let me try it on my mom. We're going to try it. And we're going to loan. When I sign people up, I like to loan a few envelopes so you can start trying it on your guinea pigs, so you can start trying using it for yourself. And when you get your product back, you give it back to me, right? We accelerate the process within the first 5 days. Within the first 5 days that the people are waiting for the product, they've already gotten a bunch of testimonies because I loaned them some patches. That's how we accelerate our business, okay? The second and third bundle, unlimited amounts of income. I started with a $1,750 bundle because I knew one thing. What got me excited was when I saw for myself what was happening to people that I shared it with, right? So I knew that I wanted to get as many people excited as possible by having product for them to see, right? So that's one of the benefits. Number 2, the price is the lowest. We're getting $250 worth of free packs, of free envelopes, of free patches when we get that bundle. And there's no minimum order required to stay active and qualified to consider get commission. For the first 3 months, it's covered. You don't need it up until the 4th month. So I saw those values in that, and I started with that bundle. But if you start with the other bundles, you basically are going to buy one time, and every single month, by buying one envelope, you have to be on auto ship, right? In order to stay active and qualified, you have to repurchase an envelope. But I've never paid for my product every month. I paid it initially, and my first week, I made more money than what I invested in my patches, and I'm going to show you. And every single month, I've never had to pay it because I used the commission that I've earned to pay for my monthly patches that I use and would be buying whether or not I made any money. All right. So I'm going to wrap this up, guys, and I'm going to show you my results right now. But I want you to keep in mind that there's 2 websites that you must look at if you're interested in the product and or the business. This is it info, science, studies, testimonies. This is a team, compensation, our system, everything about the business. Okay. Now, this is what I want to do. I'm going to do something, guys, that you probably have never seen before. And most people don't do, not only because you're not supposed to, but because in this industry, one of the things that also turned me off is that if they don't lie about what they're making, they exaggerate. And I say this, it's the same thing. Whether you lie or exaggerate, it's the same thing. I have been involved for 2 years and 4 months. I am going to show you my results, right? I'm only going to show you because I want you to see for yourself that this is real. I'm only going to show you because we're working together. I'm working with Richard hand in hand. Therefore, I'm working with every single one of you. I am not promising that the same thing is going to happen to you. I'm promising you one thing. It's possible because the company gives the opportunity, the same opportunity to every single one of us. So here we go. First, I'm going to show you what I've done. Organization. I have personally signed up in 2 years, in 2 months, an average of 1 person per week. A total of about 115 people. It's going to show more because there's people who have signed up and do not renew their membership. So therefore, the company knocks them out and it gives me all of their personals. So make sure to never forget to renew for $25 every year, right? So look, personally sponsored count. And even if it was 155, which is not, it's
Mike,
turned
we're
into
still seeing it. This is it, team
oh,
slide. Just so you
thank you
know.
so much. Thank you.
No
Yeah,
worries.
with this slide, it always makes me start all over again. So here we go. Thank you for that, Richard. So look at this, guys. I've personally signed up 155 people, but it's really about 115 because I told you it's been about another 40 that I've gained because some people didn't renew and they signed up 10, 15 people and they've become my personals. But it's turned into over 143,074 people. And I don't know these people, but I love them all because I get paid for every single person. That's why I'm here. I want to help every single one of you because the more people we help, the more we earn. Now, let me show you what that generates me in income every single week. Again, my results, but the opportunity is the same for every single one of us. So the company pays from every Monday to Sunday, Monday to Sunday, Monday to Sunday, from the 18th to the 24th, 25th to the 1st, 2nd to the 8th, 9th. This current week is only Wednesday. We still have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're already up to 38,000. Last week, 51,000. This week, guys, I'm a high school dropout who didn't have the confidence to do this again. I was hoping to be making 10,000 per week right about now, but I'm not mad at the results. All right. Now, real quick, I'm going to show you when we started earnings. I told you I started July of 2022, 2 years and 4 months. So here we go back in July, August. So remember I came in, I told you on a $1,750 pack and every single month we're paying $200 because I want to use the patches and so does my wife, right? And that's what qualifies me to make unlimited income. But am I paying for it? No, I'm using the company's commission that I'm being paid out, right? Oh gosh, that I'm being paid out. What did I do here? Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know what I did. Oh, I know what I did. I went, all right.
You filtered by commission date.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay. Thank you. 720. Thank you. There we go. Thank you. You see this, guys? I don't even know. I'm not techie. I'm more tacky than techie, but anybody can do this because the patch works. So first week, second week, third week, in my first month, like I mentioned before, $11,000. My second month, and again, guys, I know that if people make 10% of this, it'll change their lives because I've been there. I told you I was picking up garbage. I was selling at a swap shop. I am the poster child for anybody can do this. You just have to get serious. You have to get committed. You have to get excited, and you have to be willing to hear people tell you no. You have to be willing to hear people tell you you're crazy, but you have to be convicted about what you've got your hands on. And the company gives you 30 days money back guarantee. So the only thing you've got to lose is the opportunity if this is real and you didn't give yourself a chance. I'm going to tell you one last thing before I wrap it up. Everyone you know is going to know about this, whether without you, whether without me. Everyone you know, the question is, are they going to find out through you or through somebody else? All right. Here we are 1 year into it and look at our income. And again, guys, I only show you this not to show off, but to show you that this is real. And now the product, you can only find out whether or not it's real by giving it an opportunity. Here we go. I'm going to show you my overall results because, again, I am total transparency because seeing is believing. So I started in July of 2022, like I showed you. We made $169,000 within those first 5 months. 2023, that same momentum generated us 1.3 million. So far, 2024, guys, we're living this and we don't believe it for a grand total. But here's the thing. Keston can tell you, and he'll speak now in a minute, we have never made this kind of money. We didn't expect to, but we didn't expect to see how powerful of a product we have our hands on. So again, I'm just excited to be working with Richard and every single one of you. I told Richard, listen, I'll do this every night. I don't care. I'll do this every time you guys need me. Count on me. I've never been to New Zealand. I would love to go. That's one of the beautiful things about this industry. We get to travel the world and it's a write-off. So guys, listen, congratulations for those of you who are here for the first time looking at this. Don't waste any time. Call the person who invited you. Get the link. Get signed up. Money back guarantee as of today. And for those of you who have already been a part of this, congratulations, guys. Happy to be in business with you. Let's lock arms. Let's change the world. Let's get wealthy and healthy. God bless you. Richard, thanks again, my friend.
Wow. Well, Mike, thank you so much, bro. That was an incredible presentation. And dude, congratulations on not only your results, but on all the people that you've helped. Because ultimately, when the most impressive number that I saw there was 143,000 individuals, I believe it was, that you've now indirectly impacted because of you saying yes. And that's what I really love about this industry. And I'm just absolutely excited and blown away to be working with people like you, with people like Keston, but also with our team here in New Zealand again, because I want to say this, you've been to a lot of places around the world. You said you've never been. I told you on the phone the other day, one of the most absolutely stunning places on the planet. I've been there twice. I cannot wait to go back, and some of the best people on the planet. And we've had Keston share with this team before, and we absolutely love him. And I actually, I reached out to Elaine last night, and I just said, listen, if there's time on this call after Mike is done, I would love for you to share your story, because Elaine is an incredible leader in this team. She's a mom she's a beautiful family. She's got an amazing story, and what she's done in this industry is she's had some previous success, but it's nothing compared to what I believe is coming for her inside of this company. And when she put on this product, I didn't even know that she had the results she had for about, I think it was 6 weeks after we talked. And she said, yeah, I got some patches. I was like, oh, it's amazing. And then 6 weeks later, when she told me what happened for her with her story and her testimonial, it was just insane. And so I reached out to her last night and I just said, hey, if there's time, would you be able to come on and share on this call? And she was like, absolutely, yes. So I want to wrap it up with her sharing her story real quick so that you guys can hear from somebody that's just started on this patch. And then I'm going to let Ty close out the call, and we'll wrap it up. So Mike, appreciate you so much, bro. We love you. We appreciate you. And Elaine, I'm excited for everything that's happening in your life right now with the product, with the business, and all the people you're helping. But come on and just for a minute and share, what's happened for you since you started taking or using the patch, and ultimately, what you really see this doing for other people, because we've had a lot of conversations, and I know that this has just created a whole new level of passion and conviction for you in the sense of, you've never experienced anything like this before. And so I'm excited to have you on. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. And the floor is all yours for a couple of minutes, and then you can kick it back to Ty to wrap this thing up.
Awesome, Richard. Again, thank you so much for asking me to share my testimony. I honestly did not think that I would have a testimony to share so soon after using this phenomenal product. And I was very much like you when it comes to the fact that it's been shared with me a couple of months back, but I also wasn't in the right headspace or in the right, it wasn't in the right season of my life to really give it a go or to even look at it. I just, swooped it to the side and thought, I'll look at it, some other time. And then, as you mentioned in the beginning of this call about coincidences, I also do not believe in coincidences, because it also came at a right time in my life when I spoke to yourself and Ty randomly, and this company and this product came up. And I didn't know you were using it. And when I mentioned to Ty that I actually have a month's supply in my kitchen because I want to give away, and I was planning on giving it away again. And hearing about the product, and I thought, well, I do have some neck pains and some, tension in my neck and my shoulders that I would like to get rid of, because I feel like I'm overall a healthy person. I didn't think that I have any other issues, but so the original reason for me starting to use this product was to see if it works for my pain, because I was very skeptic going into this. And I would give it 2 weeks. And I actually, after speaking to a friend of mine, sharing with her that I already feel some relief in my neck, that I am sleeping like I don't want to say sleeping like a baby. I like to say sleeping like a husband because babies don't sleep. But I realized that the quality of my sleep was just so intense and so amazing. I mean, I'm a mom of 3. I haven't had great sleep in 11 years. And then when I shared it with my friend, she mentioned that a friend of hers uses it for her stomach. And that's when I sat back and I realized, oh my goodness, I have had issues with my own stomach for probably about a year. And after going through, all sorts of antibiotics and, cutting out some things, I always struggled with severe bloating and constant constipation. And realizing 2 weeks in after using these patches that after being on laxatives 24/7, I have not needed it at all since starting with the X39. And I thought, oh my goodness, I didn't even start using it for that reason, but it just blew my mind that I had no bloating, I had no constipation, I was sleeping like a baby, I had more energy, I felt like I had more patience with my children. And then the more I speak to people about this and the problems that they start, that they mention that they have, the more I sit back and I think, also, I cannot remember the last time I woke up with a headache. I used to constantly wake up with headaches, and that is something of the past as well. And I made a couple of notes here, and because I don't want to miss anything, the brain fog. And another thing, I know there's a lot of ladies on this call, and I'm sorry, gents, but like there's no menstrual cramps anymore. I used to struggle every single month with PMS. My poor family suffered a week before my cycle, and now all of a sudden I feel better. I have no cramping, and I just feel like, I'm probably early stages of menopause given my age, but I don't feel that at all. So the more I started sharing with friends and family, and I had a lady in SA that she's 71 years old. She is on this call, and she struggled with eczema. Within 5 days, her redness has gone, her itching has gone, and she also said that there was 100% improvement on her own constipation. Then I have another friend that she's a new mom, and 3 months in of having a new baby, she is, that comes with baby blues, and she's feeling better. She's got more energy because she's got a toddler as well. She's feeling better. Her energy is better. She sleeps better. And it's just every single person that I share this with just have an amazing testimony. And that's one of the things I really love about this product is the fact that it doesn't take months to get a result. Some people have it within days. Some people have it within hours. And one of my friends that's also on this call started 3 days ago, and she does not have any joint pain. She woke up with no joint pain after 2 days. So don't ask me how it works. I have no idea. But I'm going to quote Jim Rohn when he said that there's about 1,000 facts on a car, but you only need a handful to really make a decision. You don't need all of them. So I see it like my phone. I don't know all the ins and outs of my iPhone. I just know it does an amazing job for me. I'm happy with it. So I don't care how it works. I just know that it works. And I am just so excited because my mom's here from South Africa. She has arthritis in her foot. and I started patching her foot. She had such pain in her foot 2 nights ago. So I patched her with the ice wave. And this morning she woke up and she said her foot feels better. I mean, it's not as red. I have photos to prove it. So I'm just in love with this product, and I am a person that I will never share anything with anybody that I have not used myself, or that I have not, that I don't believe in myself. So that's why I love the company, I love the people I work with, and I am just very excited about what this does.
Wow.
Elaine, thank you. My gosh, like, I don't know, for those of you, that might be the first time you're hearing this wonderful lady share, but like just experiencing your growth over the last few years and just the level you've gone to recently with this, like, it's just different, right? Like when you're adding value to someone's life, it just shifts the way you feel. It gives you an extra jump in your step. And so it's been so fun just chatting with you about that, like the stories of the stories of the stories of the people that we get to share and help and serve with us. So thank you so much for being with us and sharing tonight. I know you got a special family there with you at this time, but what an amazing story. Already helping your family that's with you right there and your friends all over the planet. Like, how cool is that? So guys, drop some love in the chat for Elaine as we begin to wrap up tonight. But thank you so much for all being with us. Again, Mike, so grateful for you and your time at like 3 in the morning at this point. Kirsten as well, so much love and appreciation for you. Rich, for, man, just would never be here without you. And for each and every one of you watching this recording, guys, get back to whoever invited you here, get back to whoever shared this recording with you. It's the question I get straight away after I get to the 6 months your heart's reversing an age part. That's where people go, huh? And the next question is, how do I get this? And so I know that's your next question. So if you want to get a hold of this product, it's very simple. Get back with whoever told you about this. They've got a link for you. It'll take you straight to a website. It'll be this, this is at info.com if you want more info, but lifewave.com, and it'll be / whatever their username is. And it's simple. You click join, you tick the little box which says you're not a robot, and then you select whatever pack suits you. You get in wherever you fit in, but I jumped in, I grabbed the product for myself. I wanted to test it authentically and see what it was all about. And like Elaine said, spoke to her about it on day one, because I knew there was something here. Like, I don't know about you, but when you feel the Holy Spirit tap you and tell you there's certain people you need to talk to, it was zero coincidence that she already had the product sitting there on her kitchen table. And that was the confirmation to me on day one of starting this journey that God was on it. And so I want to encourage you, if you are looking for that breakthrough in your life, you will never know unless you give it a go. And so with that, we'll end it there. But thanks so much for giving us your time tonight. God bless you. Have an amazing season ahead with some holidays. And I pray you have an amazing time and the rest of the year. But 2025 is coming in hot, so make it your best one. Set some big goals. Go after with everything you've got. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everyone. Good night.
X39. Be the light. LifeWave.